Yeah, it's much better than that one Samuel Beckett play. I think essentially there was something. He made a play called Life. It started with a baby crying, the curtains opened, there was a pile of trash for 10 minutes, and then when the curtains closed, an old man coughed, and that was it. Yeah, Samuel Beckett. Ooh, so brilliant. He wrote Waiting for Godot. He also wrote Watch a Pile of Trash for 10 minutes. Yeah. Well, Crappy, take us over. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got today. Honestly, this GM is fantastic, and I'm glad that she is here to unleash. You know, I feel like when it's garbage day, this is the best GM that we could have. It is Lizstar. Lizstar, come share your trash with me. I want to talk about your trash. Gonna talk about the trash. Gonna go and dig around in the trash. Yeah. Excavating the trash. Well, I think Lizstar will join us in just a second, so you know we'll have her in a little bit. Let me go ahead and try to poke her. Lizstar. Oh jeez, gauntlet music. Ah! I'm scared. Yeah, we've got the trash goblin. Everybody, who here is not a trash goblin, huh? I need to know. Are any of you not trash goblins? Because I'm pretty sure I am. Not that I'm goblin trash. Oh no, Liz's power surged. Okay, she'll be a little while longer. That's fair. There are bunnies, not trash goblins? Oh my gosh. How could there be bunnies here? And not trash goblins. You know what? I bet that the right type of bunny could be a trash goblin. Oh, Liz and Corndan are both here. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, because I'm playing today.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be a zombie. Yeah,
I'm gonna be a
Corndan.
zombie.
Yeah, we have 3 players who are competing, and Corndan is just going to be a zombie to see how far he is able to make it. And I love it when we have a zombie because with no pressure to actually perform well, usually you perform much better.
I actually do, yeah.
Yeah. Well, same here. Liz, you're the one who's given this game, and you're our trash expert today.
I am. I'm a trash expert all days.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it was appropriate for you to be here on Kusog7ande today. Although your power was having some issues.
My power just surged, and my computer just came back on.
I mean, at least you're here.
So if I disappear again, that would be why. I have been struck with lightning. I am dead.
Okay, I'll remember that.
But I'm sure it'll be fun.
We'll have a nice trash funeral and everything, you know?
But hi, Bro Central. How are you doing?
Hello, doing great. I don't want to have a funeral. I don't want to have a trash funeral. And also burying trash, that's very sad as well. We got to have it out in the open. And you're bringing us some fresh trash.
Goblins can't actually die. We can only fall asleep. That's right. I am bringing some fresh trash. Do you want to share the game? You want to show off the game?
Let's share it. What do you have?
So we're playing a Sega Saturn game, one of my favorites, called Lupin the Third Pyramid no Kenja.
See, I have seen other Lupin games. I don't know this one.
This one
I think it's been on Big Bad Game-a-thon.
I
didn't see it.
It's really obscure. It's like if you're a Saturn fan, you probably know about it, and that's about it. It is Japanese only. It is a 3D platformer for the Sega Saturn. It's pretty good.
I mean, I know of this game, and I've never played it.
Okay. I mean, then again, like, if it was in Big Bad Game-a-thon and I didn't review it, that means that other people like Corndan probably reviewed it. And
Or I'm the restreamer and had to watch it.
I mean, that's also possible. Okay, I think everybody is streaming, so I'm working on getting them captured and such. Yeah, Corndan. What's great right now is we're going through Big Bad Game-a-thon submissions, and we got quite a few this year. It's going to be a really good marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Did you send something in, Liz?
I did not. I haven't been really like speedrunning as much recently, and all the things I've been speedrunning have been good video games.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that. I've been like right now it's sort of my speedrun downtime after finishing Phasmophobia, and it's like, what do I do next? And so I did send in a couple submissions. One is more to make other people play a game. And the other one is just if they're dumb enough to actually accept it, then it's gonna suck really bad.
I have had that exact same reaction.
Yeah.
You know, you threaten a particular thing, and so I'm willing to take it just to make you do it.
You know what? You might not be willing to take it because there might actually be more good submissions.
That doesn't make me less willing to take it.
Oh my
It
gosh.
doesn't mean it'll make it in, but I'm willing to take it.
Well, here we go. We've got Lupin, and we've got this. Her legs do not look right. That's okay. Neither does Lupin. I like this music, though. It's kind of jamming.
This game has some aesthetics. I kind of love how it is. It's so charming.
Yeah. Wow.
Just wait till you hear the noises Lupin makes. It's very like this game watched every single episode of Lupin. It knows everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. I'm going to have to turn this up so that we can hear the jams loud and clear. Well, you know, it's kind of funny having a match in the middle of the week. I feel like all of us feel a little bit, well, at least I feel off. You know, I don't usually have a Kuso match at this time on a Wednesday. And so I'm like, half asleep. Corndan's a zombie. Flannel Cat keeps talking in chat saying that she's a zombie, but not playing this game. So that's cool. Okay, wait, Netman, no, we don't have Netman, Matt. What am I doing here? What the?
Okay, I was just checking. I was like,
I fixed it. Okay, everybody.
What is his name?
I had to have that. There are a few things with layout that I have to change every once in a while, and that was one of those. Okay, there we go. Ritz Blues is here. Yeah. Okay, everybody is ready to play. I'm gonna do the countdown. So what would be good emotes for the chat to spam?
Treasures, thieving stuff. I if anyone has a Lupin the Third emote, go for it.
Oh yeah. Those are all good. Or guys in red shirts. That's also good.
Guys in red shirts.
Yeah. Eat anything Egyptian, it looks like.
Beautiful women.
As soon as I see movement, I will start a timer. And it looks like they are all skipping cutscenes.
Yep, I did tell them they could skip the cutscene. The anime cutscenes are pretty long.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
I'll watch them because I don't care.
Yeah, if you want to. They're pretty good, but
I
they're
won't
also
be able to
all
hear
in
them.
depth.
Yeah,
I have clean sound.
well, I've got Withheld playing right now, so we are off to a quick start here. We get to watch. At least we get to see the happy anime faces.
Oh, the camera.
I mean, I gotta watch the cutscenes. Lupin the Third is like one of my favorite animes, ever.
Okay.
It's very good.
I've only seen one of the Lupin movies, and it was fantastic. I loved it.
Lupin's
which
good. The spin-off, the one about Fujiko is really good.
Okay.
Which one have you seen, bro?
I don't remember the one
Probably
with Lupin.
Castle of Castigliano.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, I got to watch that one recently.
I think that was on Netflix.
RBW got me to watch that. I think it is on Netflix.
Yeah, whichever one is like on Netflix is the one I got to see. Corndan enjoying anime while the, oh my gosh, Withheld pushed a sleeping enemy off of a ledge. That was perfect. Okay, this looks like it controls... I'm not sure if well
It
is the right
controls
word.
I feel like it controls exactly how Lupin would probably control in real life. We saw him do one thing over on Meta Knight's screen, where if you kind of like walk off a ledge, he has coyote time, and he could go like yeah, and start like swimming through the air to try and get back on land. So the game is very charming.
I love it. Corndan just did it right there for us. Very nice. Withheld,
you,
unfortunately, got electrocuted, but Meta Knight is through stage 1.
Yep, stage 1.
Very fast.
It's also electrocuted.
It happens to the best of us, you know? Who hasn't been mildly electrocuted?
I'd say I haven't, but I actually have in real life.
I mean, it depends on, like, the difference between shock and electrocute.
I've actually been electrocuted.
I'm not sure if I've been, quote-unquote, electrocuted or not.
I got shocked trying to plug something into a plug and failing because I'm dumb.
Like, I've had, like, showers in Brazil try to electrocute me. Like, you know, to the point where I'm like, why can't I reach my hand any higher? And I finally realized it's because the electricity was coming through the water. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense why I can't move my arm. What's weird is that I, like, legit barely felt any of the electricity, but yeah, it was definitely there.
Cool, I got electrocuted. Everybody loves that.
Yay!
Well, that jump is, like, it seems like you probably have to react a lot earlier than it appears.
We do.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
absolutely do.
I mean, in all honesty, right, I have a little bit of an advantage over I'm actually playing on a Saturn controller, which kind of helps, right? Like, the button layout
Absolutely.
is very clearly made for this.
Oh, everybody get your predictions in. You only have a few more seconds to do that on Twitch if you would like to bet who is going to take the victory. Oh, sneaky music. I like it. You gotta have, like, bass. That boop, boop, boop.
But, I mean, this game definitely feels like it plays exactly like, you know, you would expect early 3D-ish sort of, like, Saturn, PlayStation, whatever games to play.
Yeah.
It is. It feels like it would be super impressive for like a very early 3D platformer, but I'm pretty sure this came out after like Mario 64. Let me look it up.
I mean, but it kind of feels like that.
Okay, so apparently the technical definition difference between electric shock and electrocution is that electrocution, you die. So you have hopefully not been electrocuted, Corndan.
Well, maybe
I mean, you can be resuscitated, like that happens.
No, I was just electric shocked.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, I mean, the game controls kind of how you would expect.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, this came almost 2 years after Mario 64.
Yeah, does it control like it's 2 years after?
Kind of. It definitely controls like you didn't have an analog stick.
Yeah, yes. It definitely has sort of the 8 direction control. I mean, Xena for PlayStation 1 controlled like that as well. This is a lot smoother than Xena for PS1. And honestly, I think it's earlier than that.
and for Saturn, like if a Saturn game is smoother than a PS1 game, that is actually very like big in its favor, because Saturn 3D was not very easy to do. The console was not made for it.
That's not complete. I mean, the console was mostly made for sprites, but I mean, it did run in quads, which just meant it was a pain to work for.
Yes.
But,
I love how scary this sounds. Ooh.
Meta Knight is stuck punching the guards. You're able to sneak past them using something, and I because this might surprise you. There's no like in English documentation about this game, so I had to give a few hints and say like if you're stuck, there might be like a hidden switch or something nearby. You might have to push or.
Did you
find.
pin any of those messages?
I did not. Maybe I should.
Yeah, go ahead and pin a few of the messages, and then we can go ahead.
Did I go look at any of those messages?
Did you?
No.
Corn Dan.
No, I just know how easy it is for things to get lost in the mix. So if you pin some of the important messages, and then we can just send an @ to all of the competitors so that they all get that info. That'll be good.
I am not able to pin this.
What?
You should be able to.
Let me see if I can change permissions for it.
I have a feeling I know what happened. Well, you should have. I'll fix it while we're
Oh, it's all. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
no,
get
Corn
it
Dan,
there.
you'll
We're
fall behind.
getting there. We're getting there.
whatever. I'll catch back up, maybe, or something. Who knows?
Yeah, it looks like if you are a game master, you should be able to pin stuff in there now. I don't know if you were before. You can try it again, and if you still can't, then...
Let's see. I just heard a very loud. I cannot.
Give me a second.
What the heck? All right, I'll go ahead and let Corn Dan handle that. Ha-ha! Okay,
Very
withheld.
loud.
Currently trying to push a statue, trying to jump on top of a statue. Ah, here we go. It's a puzzle
Michelle
game.
found it. Yeah, found the puzzle. Maybe. There you go. Good job with help.
What the crap? That does not make any sense. Oh, don't get hit. Yeah, run, Lupin, run.
I mean, it should have been able to. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I'm a post reply.
Here,
And
try that now.
that'll lead y'all to. Okay. Hasn't popped
Okay.
up yet.
I can just go ahead and pin everything real quick. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Bam, bam. Okay. And then I will let them know that I have pinned the important messages.
Oh,
Okay.
Withheld has figured it out and has made it into the treasure room. Now, there are two kinds of levels in this game. There are the levels that are, set off the alarm.
You're gonna go to jail. Oh my gosh. Lupin, that's the opposite of where you want to go.
There you go.
That was a
There are levels
weird
where
jump.
you have to get to the teleporter, and then there are levels where you have to pick up treasure and get back to the start. This is one of those second one. You may also see in this level, once you get that treasure, there are items you can pick up that are like power-ups, and it's stuff like a sword, stuff like a gun. You might be like, how do I use this? Well, they only come into use after you pick up that treasure, and that makes your friends spawn.
Okay.
I can't remember any of their names. Oh, Meta Knight also has figured out the red key.
Very
and
nice.
Ritz Blue has also figured out how to push.
Good. I think Ritz might get... Oh, that was so close. I was very concerned for a second. By the way,
Yeah,
the
Jigen
company that
and-
made this is called Van Ten International. They didn't make very many games. They also made Death Mask, though. And I know
have no
nothing.
idea what it is.
I don't know what Death Mask is. Oh, it's a full motion video adventure game for the Sega Saturn.
Oh, hell yeah.
And is a conversion of the PC game Angel Devoid Face of the Enemy. So essentially, they did a conversion.
You can find some really interesting stuff on the Sega Saturn. It's one of my goals for this Kusog7ande is to give more Sega Saturn games, because I think there's a lot of really cool things on there that people haven't seen.
Oh yeah,
And a lot of
agreed.
garbage.
Like, honestly, on the Saturn, it seems like this game is surprisingly good. Like, for 3D and stuff, it works fairly well. With that said, you know, just because it looks good doesn't mean it's necessarily going to respond the best. Getting stuck on geometry appears to be the biggest problem with this game so far.
Yes.
Like,
and
even
if
on
you
a
can
flat
see,
wall.
If you can see with Hell, she's constantly running into walls, and Lupin has this thing where if he runs into a wall while at like full run, he like bonks and he just kind of like goes ow and like cringes for a little bit.
Just looks
He does the same thing
terrified,
if
yeah.
you punch as well, which is just a little like a jank, and you're just like, why can't I move? Why am I no longer moving? Because you get stuck on the weird geometry. Not to mention all the Z fighting and just everything, all the walls looking like they're melting at times.
I love it.
I do too. It's a aesthetic choice that just isn't around anymore. I mean, it wasn't an aesthetic choice at the time, obviously.
Okay. So one thing that I'm actually excited about as well, we knew that there was a chance that you would be giving out some Saturn games. Saturn emulation still doesn't have the best support out there. It's definitely one of the weaker types. However, it looks like this game is working pretty well. Like,
So far, yeah.
It's always good to know that for everybody, the game is working okay. Of course, if there is some specific issue that is due to technical limitations with the emulator, that's something that isn't the player's fault, and we would take that into account. But for now, oh my gosh, you can even drag the enemies around?
Yep.
When did this game come out?
You don't alert the guards. Came out in 98.
Okay.
It's a pretty late Saturn game.
Yeah, let me see. In 1998, we had StarCraft. We had Crash Bandicoot. We had Half-Life. You didn't drag people around in Half-Life. Of course, Game of the Year, Grim Fandango.
Yeah, Mass Effect.
Did that come out in 98?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I meant Metal Gear.
I was going to say Mass Effect did not come out in 98. Dune 2000 came out in 98. Kind of a surprise there, but, you know. Like, honestly, this is fairly sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this.
Were you seeing those threads on Twitter about like best game of like years going backwards?
I've seen some people posting about those, but I actually haven't read through any of them.
Oh, okay. I thought that might have been why you brought up like that it was on your mind.
Yeah, I should do that. I just like to like give people a little bit of a comparison for what other games were coming out that year.
Absolutely. I find that kind of thing so interesting. And yeah, I did Mix Cyborg. I did post a thread like that. It took me like 3.5 hours to write.
Oh yeah, Ocarina of Time and Banjo-Kazooie came out in 1998. You also had Mario Party. This is not like Mario Party,
pretty
no.
solid year.
Yeah.
For the Saturn, though, by that point, the Saturn was pretty dead. Although 98 had some of the best games on the Saturn.
Well, yeah, at that point,
not
like,
this,
it
but
got
some
to
of
the
them.
end of the life, and usually you have, like, some of the most sophisticated games because they've managed to, you know, figure out how to make this hardware do the complicated things that they want to do. You know, it takes a while to get
Absolutely.
used to a new piece of hardware. Panzer Dragoon Saga, for example, came out that year. I see Dragon Force 2. I don't know most of these games. Super Adventure Rockman, I guess.
Dragon Force 2 is really good. Well, Dragon Force is very good. I love Dragon Force. I think what did Burning Rangers come out in '98? Let me see.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, Burning Rangers. Love that game. That's another 3D game. It did 3D a little better, but you know, I think this game needs to have credit for the fact that it has a relatively stable frame rate.
I'm very impressed with the frame rate. Like, even for late PlayStation games, sometimes the frame rate just chugs. And this is doing a lot more than like a lot of
on the Saturn.
late PlayStation games were doing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I'm trying to remember, did the PlayStation come out before or after the Saturn?
The
About the
Saturn
same
came
time.
first, but it was about the same time.
Okay.
Saturn came out in, let me see here.
They came out within like months of each other.
November 22nd, 1994, 2 days before I turned 2. And then the PS1, it was December 3rd. So yeah, literally like less than 2 weeks.
Wow, that's impressive.
But because the big thing was Sega came out and released the Saturn, like they made a big deal about all of it, right? And whatever the cost was. And Sony just came on and like their whole like presentation was basically just
$299.
$300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I have an amazing, like, I love the story about that, because like, okay, so the entire launch of the Saturn was I'm not allowed to swear, so we will call it a cluster screw. It was bad. It was very bad.
Wasn't that the one where they just like announced the Saturn and said it's out today?
Yep. So in the first ever E3, the Sega president of Sega in America, the American president of Sega, was like, had a presentation all planned. The console was going to come out in a couple of months, and he had like plans to talk about everything. And then the Sega of Japan president called him up and said, "Hey, tell them that it's coming out today and that we have it all planned out." And the Sega of America president is like, "But we don't. Like, what? You didn't tell me about this." He's like, "No, don't worry. It's coming out only to one specific retail store for the next 6 months, and then we'll release it to everywhere else for the rest of it." He's like, but we don't have any games. We can't just do that." He's like, "No, do it anyway." You forced him to do it, so he did.
Oh
he
my
made the
gosh.
announcement. It's coming out today, and for like $3.99. And you know, everyone at E3 is like, "Yeah, woo, yeah, that's nice." And then the PlayStation president had a presentation all planned out to explain all the power and everything the PS1 could do. And instead, he threw it out, went up on stage, went up to the mic and went, $2.99, and then walked off stage to rapturous applause.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love that. That's hilarious.
The first mic drop in video games.
There were probably a few earlier than that. I mean, I saw Bill Gates dancing on stage for Windows 95, you know? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the moment where everyone knew Sony would become a big player. Because, like, they were like, "Who's this upstart?" And they showed up and I was like, "Oh, they're that upstart. Oh, no."
At least they didn't become the Ouya.
Oh, God.
Oh.
And then after that, of course, the Saturn launch fell apart because I can't remember the store that they made a deal with, but it is a store that no longer exists. And
KB Toys or something.
I think it was KB Toys.
Oh, very
And-
possibly, yeah. Oh, someone says it might have been
Or
Babbage's.
Babbage's?
What the
So,
crap is a
like,
Babbage?
Well, which would have been a big player at that point in time.
Yeah, at that point, it would have been a big player, but like, they don't exist now. And then also, other stores
They became
really
GameStop.
were really annoyed because of getting snubbed like this. So for the entirety of the Saturn's life cycle, Walmart refused to sell Sega products,
Oh my gosh.
which really killed any kind of sales they would have in America.
Oh, for sure. That's honestly, if you want to make companies angry, who are potentially going to be your biggest clients, yeah, you got to be careful. You gotta think. Use your brain. That's the way. Like, I've actually really wanted to see more of that stuff where it's like, oh my gosh, it's coming out today. But it makes sense why you don't do that with a big piece of hardware.
Yeah, unless you have it like really planned out ahead of time.
But even then, you know, what about people who wanted to pre-order, who wanted to get it day one, and then they're like, well, I wasn't able to save up money. Now I know that it has like one game. I guess I better wait until, you know.
Yeah, that too. There were not very many.
Games.
What was the Saturn game lineup? Let's see here.
It had some good games. Right? I mean,
launch.
Yeah, but you want to make sure people have their money planned and in their pocket, okay? If the money is currently over at, like, Buckets Unlimited, you know, their company, and they haven't gotten paid yet, and they can't buy it on day one, it's too bad. A lot of people, like, as soon as you lose the hype of the moment, you have lost a lot of sales. Hey, Corndad threw another mission. Ritz trying to jump on a rock, and that's a good rock. Don't know what that rock's all about.
I assume I'm behind everybody. I'm not paying attention.
It came packaged with Virtua Fighter Remix. It had Virtua Fighter 2, Sega Rally Championship, and Virtua Cop, I think.
Imagine.
All of those are actually decent games.
All of those are good. They're all solid. Let's see here. Actually, hold on. Is that right? Launch.
Didn't have a single Mario game on launch.
Saturn US. We'll look at the US launch titles. Following were the US launch titles. Okay. Clockwork Knight. Daytona USA.
Yeah.
Panzer Dragoon.
Oh, no.
Wow. Okay.
Virtua Fighter.
Okay.
Worldwide Soccer and Pebble Beach Golf Links.
Mm.
Like, more than that.
Pebble
More than
Beach
half
Golf
those are good.
Links gave us something incredibly important, though.
What's that?
Virtual Highlight.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Withheld is pretty solidly in first, I believe.
That are, like, both Withheld and Meta Knight are basically in the same area here.
I think they are in the same level.
Yeah, Ritz is a level
right
behind right now, but is catching up pretty quickly. Corndan is as well, even though Corndan's a zombie.
How are you liking 3D platforming in this? Now that we have like actual like 3D platforming.
I mean, in all honesty, once again, like I grew up in that PlayStation, like early PlayStation, Saturn era.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel that bad. Like camera control is like the big thing you got to worry about.
Absolutely.
Right? The rest of it, right? Like the game is not necessarily great, but it's consistent. So like.
Yeah, I'd say that, like, it looks like while you're running straight ahead, most of the time, unless there's something that is very important for you, the camera is going to be straight behind you. Every once in a while, the camera shifts to show you somewhere that you may want to go. Nani? Yeah, that's right. Better get out of there, Withheld. Well, that was a wall. But yeah, honestly, like, I'm thinking Tomb Raider, I feel, is the first game that got 3D platforming in an adventure world right.
Which is funny because a lot of people disagree with that today. They're like, dude, going back to Tomb Raider. I've actually never played it.
Really?
So I can't. Yeah, it's one of those I've somehow missed.
I think it's fantastic. Like, honestly, there was nothing before Tomb Raider 1 that felt quite that reasonable. And I'd even argue that it's better than Mario 64.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Flannel Cat is saying old Tomb Raider had really deliberate controls.
Yep.
And yeah, I like, if you line yourself up and push buttons in the exact same way, you will always do the exact same thing. Lara Croft was not slippery at all. It sometimes took a while to do something, but everything felt very calculated and precise with what you were doing.
You know, in a way, I kind of feel like that here. Like, you're fighting Lupin's animations, but everything is very consistent. You know, I know that when I'm running, I need to jump a little bit earlier, right? Then
It's kind of like that. Kat says it's like a 3D Prince of Persia, which that's to Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Where you have to really work around, the animations and everything's deliberate.
Yeah, the animations take a while, but as long as you do things in the right order, if you line yourself up somewhere and you do a jump, you know you're going to go the exact same distance every time you do that jump. It's not like Mario where you're going to have to worry about speed. You know, if you are running and you do a jump, you will jump the same distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I love it. I think it's fantastic.
Hey, Polk, Bubsy 3D is not that bad. Have we had Bubsy 3D on Kusog7ande
I
before?
think multiple times, yeah.
Good.
And I would agree that, it's bad, but it actually has some redeemable qualities. It's just, I hate it.
There's fun to be had in.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely bad, but it's not altogether unenjoyable. There can be some fun. It's really bad.
Last month, I played every single Atari Jaguar game ever made, and I got to play the Atari Jaguar Bubsy game, and it was way worse than Bubsy 3D.
But all of that is completely in level design, right?
Yes.
If that game had better level design, more in line with Bubsy 1 or something,
yes,
we wouldn't be having that conversation. It'd be the best
100%.
Bubsy game that was made.
Probably, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
It's smooth. The graphics are nice, right? The music's decent.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we just need to do some Bubsy Jaguar ROM hacks and make a good game.
Oh, God.
Bubsy needs a good game after Bubsy 1, you know? I would argue that Bubsy 1 is so close to being a good game. In fact, I would say that it's enjoyable, but you can't play it the way that you want to play it.
Bubsy 1 is a better Sonic 1 than Sonic 1 is.
Wow, that is a take.
I actually think that I like Sonic 1 better. I gotta be honest.
But for what Sonic's trying to do, Bubsy did a better job.
I don't agree.
Right, being that fast, smooth, everything animation, right? Being kind of on that edge of stability and all of that. Bubsy did a better job with Sonic 1. Now, Bubsy did not do a better job than Sonic 2.
I've heard this argument many times, and while I can appreciate your opinion, I disagree. I feel like Sonic 1 is better than Bubsy 1.
I mean, I can't fault you for having wrong opinions.
Yeah. Hey, guess what, everybody? Corndan's playing Kid Cool on Friday for grudge match against Sharif, because you know what? Might as well torture a couple more people with that crappy game. That's going to be over on the GDQ channel. Everybody should watch. I feel very happy that we get some more Kid Cool and that I don't have to be the one playing it.
Oh, when I win, you're going to be the one playing it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Corndan, I will play it if you win. I can't necessarily promise that I will, ever
You have been
ever
promising to
get the
play
sub
that for
20.
like 4 years now.
Like, I play it for a little while and I get so angry. I get so freaking angry. Like, nothing else makes me angry like Kid Cool. And I don't think I have enough life in me to, like, feel that much hatred for that long, you know? You gotta put your priorities in, you know? Which promise do you keep? Promise to live a long and healthy life, or promise to beat Kid Cool sub 20?
I'm even willing to accept sub 30.
Okay, sub 30. Okay, but that's if you win, Cornden, and if you don't win, then I am absolved.
If I don't win, right, if I don't win, then I am Kid Jesus because I have absolved you of your sins.
Yeah.
So, I mean, one way or another, I win.
The deal is that Corndan and Sharif are going to race it, and if Corndan does better than Sharif, then I do not get absolved. But if Sharif beats Corndan, I do. It's really a weird way of putting this up. Like, I didn't choose who was going to be my savior, but it would not be Corndan.
Corndan is Kid Cool Jesus, and I guess Sharif is Kid Cool Satan. Is that? I don't.
No, Corndan is Satan.
Oh, okay.
Corndan thinks that he's Jesus, but he's no Jesus.
We go wild places.
See how... I mean, just remember who keeps everything running right now. And it's clearly not Kid Jesus.
No, honestly, would Jesus run Kusog7ande? I don't think so.
But here's the real question. Would Jesus do a speed run of Kid Cool? And the answer is probably because Mary bought him Kid Cool for like his 8th birthday because she didn't know any better.
About it. Oh my gosh. Mary, why did you buy Kid Cool for Jesus? Ugh. Seriously, Mary, it was $5. $5 is not good. That means it's a bad game, okay? Bad Mary.
I have definitely bought better NES games for $5.
Yes.
My copy of Bionic Commando new in box was $5.
I know that I bought Final Fantasy 1 for $10 at a thrift store on a military base of all places. When I was a kid. Yeah.
Withheld and Meta Knight are really close.
Very nice. I think did Withheld escape?
Withheld is escaping right now. Meta Knight is now starting to escape.
Very nice. I love it when players are super close. No, it's a karate friend. Oh, is that a good friend?
That is a good friend.
Mission complete. Well, that wasn't very hard to get out of there.
No.
Okay, on Meta Knight screen, it was a little more entertaining, I gotta be honest. Flannel Cat is asking how Mormons feel about Final Fantasy 1. The weird thing is that, like, at least from my experience, Mormons usually are able to separate certain types of fiction from certain types of reality.
I was curious, actually. Did Mormons have any issues with, say, like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
I feel like they have more of an issue with playing cards.
Like normal?
Yeah,
normal
like 52 card decks. That tends to be more of an issue. Like, my brother-in-law.
Magic the Gathering? No, that's fine. 52 card pickup? Work of Satan.
52 card. Well, it is! Because they're like, you want to play 52 card pickup? You're like, sure, I've never heard of that. Then they all the cards on the floor, they're like, there you go, pick it up. Pick them up. Only Satan would do tricks like that. Honestly, it really depends on how devout the Mormons are, and I think that, like, in general, they're told, you know, entertainment's fine, just avoid certain types of entertainment, like, back when I was growing up, it was like, rated R movies, no, do not watch those. Most graphic video games around, whatever. We don't have a rating system yet, right?
They just didn't know. Oh my gosh, bro! Did you see the tweet I made? I think it was yesterday. It might have been 2 days ago. I found this website online. Hold on, let me look it up.
But yeah, for my birthday, my dad got me Diablo, and I think his reasoning is like, you're killing the demons, right? I mean, yeah, some of them are female and are topless, but that's fine. Honestly, I think
it's so hard to tell in Diablo anyway.
Not really, I can tell.
It's christiananswers.net, and they used to do these video game reviews back in like the early 2000s. They stopped around then, and I was reading through them. I was going down a rabbit hole because they give everything like a Christianness rating, like how Christian is this video game. Yeah. So I was looking at the ones that they gave like really low ratings. I was reading their reviews of like Doom, where like for Doom they had it under like a bunch of different like sections, including one for illegality, where they're like, and this is a direct quote, "It is not illegal to kill demons, but this game definitely teaches you to shoot first and ask questions later."
Well, they're demons. If you see a demon that is literally going and like doing necromancy on other demons, I feel like you need to shoot first. I feel like that is the logical conclusion. Kill the demon. Yeah, but like, yeah, my dad sort of had that philosophy, but also he likes action games, whatever. He's played through the Borderlands games, and I'm pretty sure those aren't normally Mormon approved.
Probably not.
Yeah, just my guess.
My favorite of these reviews I found was the one for Silent Hill, which ends with this. Near the climax of the game, a woman makes a revelation that her daughter will be the mother of God. However, she becomes the host of Samael, king of demons. This is heavily overshadowed by the dark nature of the game, perhaps misleading people to believe what is evil never appears to be good. Overall, this game serves no purpose but to scare you to death and leave you utterly disturbed, which it does a very good job of doing. I encourage strong Christians to play this game with a prayerful attitude, but only if it is used as a witnessing tool or as a learning tool. Do not, under any circumstances, play this game just for fun. Use it for good. Never play
fun.
Silent Hill for fun.
Only for good. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that Super Mario Strikers has gotten a 4 out of 5 for Christian rating. But if violence is 3 out of 5, jeez, and adult content is 3 out of 5. What happens in Super Mario Strikers to give me that much adult content? What are they doing? Oh, and gameplay got 2 out of 5. Oh no. Overall rating 4 out of 5. I'm so confused about this.
Why was adult content 3 out of 5?
Apparently more adult content than gameplay.
Oh, I was shocked when Waluigi tells his opponents to suck it.
Also, Peach and Daisy wears very skimpy outfits that reveal a good amount of skin. There's another Mormon thing. Yeah. Oh geez, like you'll see people go and like go to the late checkout lanes, and they'll like turn certain magazines around because, oh no, the lady is showing her shoulders.
Oh no.
I'm not even kidding you, all the time. And like, I feel a moral responsibility to let those magazines be seen if anybody is trying to hide them.
Not
oh my god, there might be cleavage.
Oh, it's not even cleavage, like shoulders. Yeah, they're often referred to here in Utah as porn shoulders. Yeah, so you gotta watch out for those. Yeah.
Oh my god, Mormonism. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's like another world.
Oh yeah, Liz. Like, You and I have had such different lives, and like
Yeah,
I feel like
yes.
the more that we talk about how different our lives were growing up, the more that I understand how you like view the world the way that you do, and I hope that you can understand like
I do understand
all the
but
weirdness from where I came from.
Oh boy. Anyway,
Oh, I like the swimming in air action. That's good.
I love that animation. It's so like it really does genuinely feel like you're like playing an episode of Lupin the Third. Maybe a jank, not as good episode, but you know, an episode.
Someone is saying
All I
that
want to say is I'm a little worried, right? If this were reviewed by the Christian whatever, right? Then
you're
you'd be
playing as a
very worried.
thief.
Yeah, you're
But
playing
they
as
would
a
also
thief.
be worried about, you know, what your icon is on the little mini map.
Oh, what did they give Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance? What? Apparently, their overall review is a 4.5 out of 5, but the Christian rating is poor, 2 out of 5. Okay,
Ooh.
but at least they acknowledge it's a fun game.
I like their review of Xenogears because they completely misunderstood what Xenogears is about.
Oh,
But to
really?
be fair, everybody misunderstands what Xenogears is about.
Yeah, I can't really fault them for that, but Xenogears is not about killing God.
Could be.
It's,
You know what? It could be, and that would absolutely fit into the plot because nobody really knows what it is, and it was only half finished. So,
yeah, that is true.
Oh, they have the Bible game Catechumen, which Peaches used to run.
Oh, gosh.
That one is amazing. Yeah, yeah, and they did give it a Christian rating of 5 out of 5, so that's good. What about Diablo 2? Christian rating 1 out of 5. Oh, geez,
No.
really? You kill Diablo. How is it 1 out of 5?
I mean, the thing I've noticed in these reviews, because they're always like, there's a lot of demon worship, iconography, and Satanism stuff, and I'm like, yeah, because you're killing demons.
Yeah.
I wonder what
Like,
they would give the Christianness of
Oh,
the
you
one
do
Mormon
become Diablo.
RPG.
Okay, I guess that's true. Sorry, which
Whoa.
RPG?
The one Mormon one.
I mean, there is the Nephi's.
Yeah, that one.
Let's see, that is a PC game. The adventure game, Nephi's
I guess so.
Courage. I don't think they have a review of that. There is the one that Essentia used to run as well.
Yeah, that's the one I think I'm thinking of.
Okay, I don't. Most Christians ignore Mormons, so I don't see those here. I'm not saying that's necessarily a good or a bad thing. It's just the truth. Wait, they gave the Curse of Monkey Island a review, huh? Christian rating 4 out of 5. Wow. Very nice.
They gave Myst a Christian rating of 3 out of 5. I don't know what could possibly be in Myst that is like.
Probably the evil dudes who are trying to get you to free them.
You're ripping up the holy book. Or putting it back together. I don't know. Like, I am clearly not the,
Oh, because there is family betrayal. Ah, okay. By the way, yeah, sorry
showing
everybody
them
if you want us to give like solid information about what's happening in Lupin. We got distracted by
Yes,
Christian
sorry.
reviews of video games.
I can talk about Lupin a little bit more. There was actually something I wanted to mention. That sadly we couldn't show. As you beat the game in different difficulties, you unlock new shirts for Lupin to wear. So you're able to wear all of his shirts from the different series.
I think that's really cool. Nice.
Yeah, I thought some of them were like already unlocked, but sadly no. And then you also get the ability to play as the other characters. You get What are their names?
Jigen?
Yeah, you get to play as either Jigen or
Oh, Fujiko is what Kat is saying.
not Fujiko.
Okay. So, question,
Goemon.
is Meta Knight one level ahead of Withheld at this point?
Currently Meta Knight is one level ahead.
Okay,
Withheld
that's not
and
too
Rift are
surprising.
on the same level.
Meta Knight is really good at games, and I'm not too surprised he is blasting this way. By the way, I want you all to know that this ChristianAnswers.net site gives Myst a violence rating of 3 out of 5.
Well, yeah, because like you murder your family.
Well, you don't murder.
No, you
the family,
don't.
but I guess
You just
I
leave
guess they
them in
kill
the
you, I
book.
guess.
You just
Well, no, you burn the book.
You just enable family murder.
Yes.
I mean, I guess so.
But yeah, currently Meta Knight is in the lead. Withheld got to this level first. She was in the lead, but she's been really struggling on this level. And Ritz Blues has caught up and has the potential to pass Withheld here in this level if she does not figure out how to proceed.
How many levels am I behind?
You are one level behind Withheld and Ritz Blues.
You know, for stopping to fix permissions and stuff, that's not so bad.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Not at all. By the way, Final Fantasy IX is the most Christian of the PlayStation Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy VIII is right behind, followed by Final Fantasy VII.
You know, I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, do they talk about the cross-dressing scene? Oh my god, do they talk about the cross-dressing scene?
Oh, let me see. Adult content 3 out of 5 for FF7. Okay. There is much material that I found offensive as a Christian. The concepts of death, good, evil, and many others are contrary to reality. Not only are these ideas present, but are an integral part of the plot. Magic is used for battle, including summon spells, which, as the name suggests, summons different entities to help during battle. Instead of actually dying, characters in this world diffuse into the planet, into the life stream, where their consciousness lives on. Actually, yeah, I'm not too surprised that it's got very much more of a, like, the soul is part of the earth idea.
What I'm actually surprised by is that they just didn't complain about Tifa's chest.
Let me see if...
The thing that I just don't get with people who write these reviews, where it's just like, how is a story representing a fantasy world that is not presumably the world you live in, like representing a world where people, when they die, they go into the life stream? How is that somehow anti-Christian?
They still gave the gameplay 5 out of 5, though.
I mean, it's fair.
They
It's a
said
good game.
that I, however, enjoyed the game and would recommend it only to strong Christians who would not be influenced by many of the ideas presented.
It's not even threatening the worldview. Like, it's just a different worldview.
Yeah, it's a
threatens your
different
worldview.
universe. You know what? As it turns out, just because you imagine it doesn't mean that it's true, except that I grew up believing that I would be judged for my thoughts, words, and deeds. That's right, that I could perform thought crimes. So, yeah.
I'm performing thought crime right now.
Well, okay, that's a different type of thought crime. But yeah, like in Mormonism, it was actually a thing that you could sin just by thinking about certain things. So like that was a big part of personality
kind
control.
Of thing to me that I just cannot get behind that level of
No,
control.
Absolutely not. It's not okay. And
Ritz Blues is now in second.
Wow, very nice. Withheld completing that level as well, though.
They're very close behind.
Yeah, it is basically
I think Meta
tied
Knight is
between
now
the two.
another level ahead of them, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Meta Knight is like playing Tetris. You can do it, Meta Knight! Wee! You. Yeah, I'm not sure which level is which. And we only have 10 minutes left. Ritz Blues and Withheld moving on to the next level. This looks like the level that Meta Knight has been on.
Yes.
Meta Knight is just really
In
not
a different
having...
area.
How do
He's
you
pretty
get
far
under
into
this crap?
I genuinely don't know. I don't remember. I have beaten this game.
This level seems a little unfair, or at least this area.
There's definitely some kind of combination of buttons or something that will allow you to, like, crawl.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Xenogears has a 1 out of 5 Christian rating.
Yep.
I love that.
Because they completely misunderstood. I mean, I have something about that review. There's a quote from that review, and I could go on a rant. It was let's see here. Let's see here. The game makes multiple allusions to the Bible. The first lines of text in the game are a direct passage. The problem lies within the fact the ideas from the Bible are twisted to appear evil. One such example is at one point in the game when a young boy's faith is shattered when he discovers that the church he has devoted his life to turns out to be nothing more than a front for the government to control the people. Wow!
What?
That could never happen.
Yeah, and
No
it's...
way!
Oh, there's no way that one of the biggest newspapers in Utah is owned by the church. Oh, no.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's certainly evil to show that.
One of the funny things is that, like, everybody complains about Fox News. It's one of the more liberal pieces of news here in Utah. Like, I'm not even kidding you, Liz.
That's scary.
Yeah. It's bad.
Man, I found it.
It's bad.
Meta
Meta Knight
Knight
got through, yes! Yeah, finding the slide is essential for that area. Well, yeah, right now it's very close between Ritz Blues and Withheld for second and third. Like,
I don't think they'll be able to beat Meta Knight, but they could definitely. It really just is whoever gets through this maze first. Currently, because Ritz Blues got into the maze first, I'm claiming Ritz Blues is in first, but it is very, very close. It was literally by like a second. So they are the ones to watch for this. Meta Knight getting the item to exit the stage.
yeah, the ring. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, you're a gentleman thief, and also, can it really be considered thievery if these are ancient ruins? I think it's archaeology that you're doing here.
It's a belongs in a museum.
Well, then better go. Where's the museum? They won't let you go.
There's like some I obviously I don't really know the plot to this because I mean I don't speak Japanese and no one has bothered to translate the plot of this game. But
Okay.
From what I can tell, there's like this is like an ancient technology pyramid. And there's some, like, evil king or something.
Oh, great.
And
This is proof that aliens exist. I knew it.
I do think this pyramid blasts off into space in the end, if I remember correctly.
So we're stealing from aliens? That's not thievery. That's just...
Is that not thievery?
No,
It's
you're
okay
allowed
if
to...
they're aliens?
Well, if they're interstellar aliens, yeah, it's just us.
This is why aliens don't hang out with us.
I would steal from aliens. What are
That
they
is
going to
not
do,
a
sue
good
me? They
problem.
can't sue. They're not citizens. Now, of course, I'm
If there are
talking
any
about
aliens who are
space
listening,
aliens.
I wouldn't steal from you.
I would.
might try to flirt with you,
I'm
but
gonna
I wouldn't
take your
steal from
I
you.
will flirt, and then I will steal your technology and sell it. Okay. However, I would only steal from space aliens, okay? That's all.
Fair enough.
I would
Yeah.
steal, but only from very particular space aliens. Like Zemu, I would steal from him.
Who the crap is Zemu?
Oh, you should go look up Zemu.
How do you spell that?
Xemu.
Xemu.
Is he the like Scientology?
Yeah,
dude?
he is.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Oh no,
I would steal from
Xenu.
him. Xenu.
It's an N. Yeah, Xenu.
I've actually read the actual documents. It's an M, which is why Scientology can get away with like, oh no, we don't know any Xenu.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, then again, there was a concept in Mormonism called lying for the Lord. Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to Kusog7ande, where I get to just blab forever.
Oh, Ritz Blues just blew himself up.
Anyways, like, I feel like it depends on how close of a friend I was with the space alien. Like, they showed up and were good buds. I'm not gonna steal it. I'm not gonna steal your technology. It's fine, you know. Your lasers, I'll let you keep your lasers. Like, if you let me borrow it every once in a while and just, like, zap a couple buildings, that'd be fun. You know, just having a good old time. Me and my friend, the alien. By the way, this level has no music and it's very unsettling.
It's a pretty long one too.
It's
Midnight's
long
been
and
on it for like
silent.
15 minutes.
Like, this is what Tomb Raider sounds like most of the time. No music.
I really wish Withheld or Ritz Blues would get into like the next room, would figure out where to go so that I can more concretely determine which one is in the lead.
I mean, Ritz Blues got the
can-
key, right?
Ritz Blues does have the key, and Withheld does not. So
Ritz Blues is going in.
Ritz
I mean,
Blues
that's
is in the
progress,
lead.
yeah.
Yeah, that is progress. Okay, Ritz Blues is rather definitively in second place now.
Yeah. Other people are saying that there are other things that I can gain from stealing alien artifacts. Look, I do not want to rule the world. I've got too much anxiety to do that. If I had better anxiety pills, then maybe.
That's why you have like governors and things to
Well,
do that
that's
for
why
you.
That's why you steal that technology from the aliens.
I would prefer to, like, pull a Frodo and go off to the Grey Havens, you know? Just send me somewhere that's relaxing, that I can be like, ah, yes, time to deal with all my trauma, and then that would be perfect. Hey, Withheld is on to the next area here as well, though Ritz Blues has the ring. I feel like right now it's pretty much going to be a lock that Meta Knight takes the victory, Ritz Blues second, and Withheld third. I don't foresee there being a change since that bear just wrecked Withheld. That was a great punch. Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised, but all three of these players are really solid. Like, it was honestly a very difficult match coming in with these three together. And then Corndan being a zombie. Like, Corndan, I feel like there's no shame that you're behind all of the others because all of them are just like some of the best players we have in Kusog7ande. They just got grouped together. And thus...
And I've had to sit here and talk to you at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. And there we go. The hour is here, everybody. Ring those bells. The end.
Yay!
Yay, it's over. What is the Cumulus music? This is good music. Okay, ding, 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 ding. Mission complete for Withheld, but it was right after Ritz Blues. I think it's pretty obvious. Meta Knight 3000 has taken the victory today, followed by Ritz Blues in second and Withheld in third. That was great. I actually did not cheat to hit the hour. I got it right on time. I wish I cheated because, honestly, the consistency at hitting the hour is just so not there at all. Well, let me go ahead and see if Meta Knight wants to come and chat. And if not, we can go ahead and get Ritz, because I would love to hear some of the thoughts about this game.
90 doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me see. I'm inviting Ritz then. Let's see if Ritz will come and join us. Ritz Blues. Okay. Yeah, he's coming. I've got some weird cubulous music playing right now. It's okay. Not as good as the Lupin music. Like this game. Well, hello there, Ritz, and great job. You took second place.
Hello?
Hello, you're there.
Hang on here. Let me make sure this is working properly. No, it is not. Let's get this fixed.
Okay. Well,
There
I
we go.
can wait
Now I
for
can
you.
hear you.
Yay! Hello, Ritz
Hello.
Blues. And great
Hello,
job
everyone.
taking second today. That was a great watch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You and Withheld were very close at the end there.
Yeah, like in the same room for a lot of the time. You just managed to beat the level a little
Like
bit
5
before
seconds.
Withheld. Yeah.
5 seconds
How
before.
far did Knightley get?
Knightley was about a level ahead of y'all.
Yep.
Yeah, Withheld was in first for a lot of it, and then in level 6, I think, just powered past y'all.
Is that the one with the mines?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to ask about your opinions on this game because, you know, as a viewer, I thought this looked really good, especially for the Sega Saturn.
It's pretty good. Pretty solid game, honestly. I mean, it's a little clunky, but I think for early 3D, that's not bad, right? It's excusable.
Well, I mean, it's 1998, which is,
Yeah.
I guess, not quite early at that point.
Not super early, but still relatively early. I mean, yeah. Considering that, I guess that year is when the Sega Dreamcast came out later that year, and then 2 years later the PS2. So yeah, like I'd say almost anything during the PS1 era is still quote unquote early 3D.
It's late early period.
Late early,
And
but
I mean,
late.
you're talking like early 98 too. The PlayStation DualShock controller had just come out a couple months before that.
Well, this was late 98.
Was it late 98? Then like a year.
I think so. Let me look up the release date again.
I don't know.
I would say the camera controls are probably one of the hardest things to deal with. I mean, they're on the shoulder buttons and you can control them, so that's good.
Okay.
You get used to turning with the shoulders instead.
Did you
using
feel
the
like
direct
you were
control.
fighting them the entire time?
And about half the time.
Okay.
A lot of the
3
times, if there was
days.
like a really narrow platform that you really badly wanted to get on, I would stop and make absolutely sure my camera was
Yep.
centered. But the fact that like the game really does put some nice little features in to make it a little easier, like the wiggle jump in midair.
Oh, I love
nice.
that.
And it's very fitting for like Lupin. It really makes you feel like you're like actually playing as him.
Yeah.
It's a lot of character. By the way, in 3 days from now, this game will be 24 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
Almost its birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy
Lupin.
birthday, Lupin. Yay.
I can't stop playing it. You know I'm going to finish this, right?
You
Honestly,
should. It's quite good.
Yeah, I'd say that like there are some things that
It's jank, but
it's janky. I'd say that that's probably the biggest thing. And it was a Japan only release. It didn't come out in the US. Not too much of a surprise. The Saturn didn't do too well over here for reasons that we discussed during the stream.
there are
But
a lot of reasons.
yeah, I'd say that like if you were a Lupin fan and you picked this up and played it, you would probably enjoy it. Heck, if you liked Tomb Raider, you would probably pick this up and enjoy it. It's got a lot of good things going for it. But the jankiness is what really brings it to Kusog7ande. Yeah. What was bad about the mine stage, by the way?
Just the fact that you had to like put the mines in a specific way in order to kill the boss. Also, like mini bosses in this game, you have no idea how much damage you're doing to them. You just have to hope it works.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing that I get worried about a lot when I'm fighting enemies in janky games. You know, am I actually hurting them? Or does it just look like I might be hurting them, but I'm actually not? That's what threw me off about the Blue Crystal mini boss, was that like it seemed like he had a crystal above his head, which was like, all right, do you need this to hurt him because he's not showing any numbers? But no, you just have to beat him up enough to get the crystal. Oh, okay. We should have done that a couple minutes ago. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that it ended up, you know, working out pretty well for you. And yeah, it was a coin toss between you and Withheld who was going to take the victory. You managed to just hold on to the lead for the last few minutes, though. That's what ended up really securing you that second place today. So great job there, Ritz.
Thank you very much.
Now, I do want everybody to know, if you're watching after the first two matches, the people who do not have more than 9 points or more, will be eliminated. So taking third is completely fine as long as you do well later on in the match or in the tournament. Blah 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 blah. Honestly, having all three of you together, I was like, I have no idea who's going to win. It's probably going to be Meta Knight because Meta Knight just destroys everything. But all three of you are strong contenders.
Yeah. How did the zombie do?
Zombie came in fourth.
Wow.
Which actually says a lot. Usually our zombie, like, because the zombie doesn't have stress, does a lot better. I think that just goes to show how
like fix Discord permissions while playing too.
Well, okay, I mean,
it cut me out like 5 minutes, but still probably wouldn't have helped.
And you were also goofing with us about Christian ratings and whatnot.
Yeah, we read some Christian video game reviews. It got a little weird today, Ritz Blues.
Okay.
So
I think I saw a
price
little
rating?
about that, so I'll have to,
From
I'll
a
have to look into
Christian perspective, what would you rate this game?
Yes.
that. Ooh,
How Christly is this
Actually,
game?
I feel like Hobby Lobby would support stealing the artifact, so a 5.
Oh, God.
5 out of 5.
Oh no!
Burn!
Oh, I hate this game now.
oh my gosh.
Anyways, that's the Hobby Lobby rating, not the Christian rating. Yeah. Well, you don't have to. I'm gonna go ahead. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. Again, Friday night, we will be having Grudge Match over on the GDQ channel. Corndad facing Sharif, and then we've got Meekin versus Willard J. Bradley. I hope that y'all come this weekend. We should also have more Kusog7ande. We'll see what exactly we're able to get scheduled. Other than that, Ritz Blues, anything that you want to go ahead and plug and shout out?
I've been running Pink Panther recently to get ready for Big Bad Game-a-thon. Hopefully it gets accepted.
Ooh, which Pink Panther is it?
Pink Goes to Hollywood. So
I thought so.
So, that's a game I've loved since I was a kid, and I've been terrible at it until about a week ago.
Oh, it's so hard.
Now I'm just mediocre, so...
Yay! That's a good place to be, mediocre. Well, cool. We're gonna go ahead and raid Peace-Egg. Peace-Egg is currently teaching somebody new how to play Phasmophobia and how to speedrun it, so that would be fun.
Yeah, it's Ruby Hard and Vanna. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. They're friends of mine.
So let's go over there. Do we have a good raid message? What did Lupin like to say?
He doesn't, I don't know. Does
Nani?
he have like a catchphrase?
He said Nani a few times in this.
Nani?
Nani? Everybody go and yell Nani at Peace-Egg, okay? And act very confused. Yeah! I'll see you all later Friday over on GDQ's channel. I hope that you come by. Thank you, Ritz. Bye, Liz. Bye, Corndan.
Bye, friends.